Hope guides healing. Embrace new knowledge for emotional recovery after loss.
On the end of life things that happened for too long of a period, I can keep a dry eye. Back when it first happened, yeah, forget it. You hear music that the person loved, or you go to a restaurant that they enjoyed, or there's lots of emotional triggers that hit you like a freight train, and you have waves of grief, and there's no wrong way or right way to experience it or deal with it, as long as you just don't shove it deep down into your heart, soul, spirit, and ignore it, because it's not something that's going to be ignored. And eventually, like we said earlier, you're either gonna explode or implode, and that can be messy and ugly and damaging. So, as you look at the men and families you've served, what gives you hope about the healing process?
That it's possible. That is possible. It doesn't matter what the loss has been. The worst has happened. The worst has happened. And I think as long as you have hope that there are brighter days, that you can feel better, that you can become emotionally complete, that's what that's what I want people to experience in their life and recognize as possible.
So, if you had 2 or 3 minutes to tell people what's on your heart and what do you want the listening audience to take away with them, what would you tell them?
I think what I usually say here is that there is hope, and to not lose it. Because I think when you've tried so many things, so many different things, and they failed, or maybe you've had 2, 3, 4 different therapists, or maybe you've tried this thing or that method or this method, and none of it's helped. The next time you try the next thing might just be the thing. So I think it's just holding on to the hope that it doesn't always have to be this way, that this is temporary. What you're feeling today is temporary, and that with different knowledge, with new knowledge, new information, taking new actions, which then thereby affects your behaviors, which is in a nutshell what grief recovery helps you do, actually. You can create that forward momentum in your life where your present day is no longer dictated by your past.
So, how would people get a hold of you if they wanted to connect with you?
All my links and everything are on my website, theunleashedheart.com.
And you also filled out a guest profile, which I appreciate, and any of that information in your guest profile, when the episode is released on the episode website, it has the transcript, it has a summary, has obviously a player where people can listen or watch. And your guest profile will show up on that same website where they can get a hold of you. And I think all your links will be there as well.
Fantastic.
So, Victoria, thank you for being here. And to the people that are listening, the listening audience, I want to say thank you for the privilege of your time. Thank you for joining this conversation. And a special thanks to Victoria Volk for sharing her wisdom and the heart behind her work. Her insight into grief, healing, and emotional honesty gives fathers and others language for things that they've carried alone for far too long. If today's episode encouraged you or opened something new in you, share it with someone who might need the same hope. Until next time, stay present, stay grounded, and keep choosing the kind of healing that strengthens your home and your heart. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much.